Ladies and gentlemen, taking a look at Between the Stars, a space-based story RPG with real-time combat and such, was sent to me for free by the publisher for purposes of review, though I was not paid and my opinions are my own. The early access for this actually begins the 28th of May, so I get this quite a bit earlier than other people will, but that is up and coming. Kind of sort of just around the corner. Going into this pretty much blind, don't really know a whole lot what to expect. So this will sort of act as a first impressions type review type thing as we go into it. Without further ado, let's go. Start campaign. Normal mode or permadeath mode. Normal mode. Recommended way of playing first time. When the player dies, you continue the game for the last save point. Repeat the last save point. We lose all non-equipped weapons or weapons not in the stash. And one of the crew members dies permanently. Or permadeath mode for the most hardcore players. When I die, we start over again from the very start. Unlocked blueprints are saved and weapons are stored. Weapons stored in the stash are saved also, so a little bit of like a roguelike type thing there with permadeath mode. We'll go with normal mode though. Video settings wise, not a whole lot to choose from. It does give it a little bit of info off to the side, which is quite nice, but things like anti-aliasing, I don't know what type of anti-aliasing it's using. It says consumption of resources is moderate, but I don't know, it seems like just some sort of post-processing thing though, right? I'm not entirely really sure what it's using. Full screen though is set to ultra, which is always quite nice. It's nice when a game allows you to go ultra full screen. You don't see that very often nowadays. Screen resolution also ultra, why not? I don't know. Sound-wise, just music and sound. I turn the music down a bit because it's a bit loud. Control-wise, you can remap things. You can either use mouse, keyboard, or controller. And game setting-wise, I turn the UI scale up a little bit. Turn the screen shake down quite a lot, and camera movement I left where it is. We'll see if I have to go back into those. But that's that. Without further ado, let's get into the prologue.
Alert. Systems damaged. Warp drive pressure increasing.
Crew, boost warp drive to full power!
But Captain...
I said full power! That's an order!
Redistributing power. Capacitors charging in 4, 3.
Just a bit more.
Warp successful.
Oh, good job, Captain Jane Scott. We did it. We made it.
My damage analysis.
Starting damage assessment protocol. Testing main engines.
The engine's power is adjustable. There are 4 indicators displaying your speed. Green indicators for your forward speed, red indicators for rearward speed, or blank when stationary. Mouse wheel up to increase to move forward, mouse wheel down to move in reverse. Oh yeah, okay, I see on the bottom right there, the green lights. And reverse.
Moderate damage. Engines operational. Testing navigation systems.
Lateral propulsion system of our ship allows it to move more carefully. WS for tilt. Yup, short. Q and E for rotate. Yup, absolutely. A and D. Yup. Standard stuff there.
Navigation systems operational. Testing power systems.
And energy control system allows you to reassign power to shields, weapons, or engines. In the power panel below you will see 3 gauges displaying the description of energy. Up arrow to assign everything to weapons. Left arrow for shield. Or engine, rather. Sure. And right arrow is shield.
Power distribution correct.
Why do we get,
Captain, we're detecting warp signatures in the vicinity.
We've been followed. Prepare for attack.
Okay, we're being attacked. X to change camera mode to 360 to normal view. I don't know, do it right here. So left mouse button to shoot. And we've overheated, I think. Let's power up and go. And I'm not sure what my abilities there are on the left. One. Is that a thing I can do? So we're being completely swarmed here. I'm not sure what 1 was, 2. Not sure what that is either. Oh, and I can sort of zoom in a little bit with the right mouse button. Okay, so our front shield's gone. And also the rear shield. So distribute mostly to shields and weapon, maybe? Try not to overheat my weapons too much. Redistribute to engines, get the fuck out of here a bit, get some distance. So what was it? X to... Oh yeah, 360. Oh yeah, that's quite nice.
Captain, reinforcements incoming. We need more firepower.
Boy, that'll take a little bit to get used to. The general ship controls and all that. So what do we got here? Ships have a deflector shield that protects them from damage. Once weakened, the hull is exposed. Focusing fire on a single part of the ship allows you to destroy the shield quicker. Sure, yeah. Or we're doing some good work on this guy. I think, anyway. Trying to go reverse, get a little bit of distance, but we're a bit slow. Let's go full power for the engines. Try to go like a broadside type thing on these guys. So they focus on my left shield instead of my front and back. Try not to overheat the weapons. Okay, and slow down the engines a lot. Back to shield and weapon. If I allocate everything to weapon, does it cool faster? Maybe. Maybe a bit. Hard to tell. Yeah, it's really difficult seeing how much shield they've got left, but there are the little percentage icons that show you there. Sort of around the whole health. Something about a weak zone? Not sure what my number 1 and 2 are, but I think they are affecting my my weapons in some way. Put everything to the shields for a moment. Shield and engine while we try to spin around and get at this guy another way. Force him to try to focus on my right shield instead. Kind of, sort of, a little bit. Like, I think I kind of sort of get it. Maybe.
Objectives neutralized.
Good work, team. Is everyone all right?
Captain, I've determined this news will cause a decline in crew morale of 64.7%. But I must inform you that the enemy bypassed our shields. 2 casualties confirmed.
So I can loot ships to obtain salvage pods. In order to search for salvage, fly close, place cursor over it. When it becomes a holographic image, as it is now, hold the fire button to salvage loot. Alright, cool. Oh, and I can do it from fairly far away.
System
That's
analysis.
nice.
Critical. Repairs needed immediately.
All right. Mai, what's our current position?
Now we're down to
We are
13%. They fucked me up.
in the Thames 6 sector. It is on the outskirts of the Interstellar Republic's headquarters.
We should be able to reach it using our drive engines.
Preparing warp
I
drive.
think I'm going to quickly... Game-wise, camera movement, let's bring that down a little bit. Give myself a little more of a dead zone, you know? But I think I don't see any more icons for salvageable loot. So, okay. Starl map shows quick travel station. Allows quick travel between nearby sectors. The stellar map allows quick travel between nearby sectors. Open it up and jump to the Tasset Stella sector. Tasset Stella. How big is this? Yeah, that's about it. Okay. Fine. And I can pan around with the holding right mouse button. Sure, kind of neat.
Warp drive engines damaged. Jump impossible.
Damn.
My. Which is the closest space station in this sector?
It's the trade station and Terra's port.
Okay. Set in the coordinates.
Coordinates set.
So it seems like it takes extra power to put something on full. It's a bit different. Okay. Space stations known as areas and anomalies in the same sector will show up on the screen. In order to move faster, we can use quantum engines. Before charging the engines, make sure there is space in front of the ship so as not to crash. Press G to start charging the quantum engines. Apply to the Antares Port Commercial Station. Which is where?
My situation report on Antaros Port.
Ah, green arrow there maybe. Whoa, shit.
This station serves as a crucial hub for business tycoons and mining sector speculators. It has a large port specialized for trade freighters that return full of materials from mining settlements. They also swear they have the best beet soup recipe in the universe.
Okay, we should probably slow down soon, right? Okay.
Captain
Going to
Scott
dock
from the 5th
for.
Republic Fleet here. We request docking permission.
Station control tower here. Dock at the assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication.
Oh
Docking
my god,
protocol
he can go real
prepared.
slow. Bit of a rookie driver here. Hold on, one moment. Station, whatever. Okay. Access points on space stations or planets will be marked with an orange selectable box. In these locations, you find what services are available and other unique events. Seeing what each station has to offer will help you weather the dangers of the universe. So I can right-click to move camera around. Position over orange thing, sure. Red is the exit point. Okay. So, docks. You discover a great commotion around the freighters on the station when you exit your ship. You hear shots from all angles and merchants bidding over increasing numbers over merchandise. Your crew and yourself leave the freighters behind and search for a repair workshop. You find yourself looking at the neon lights when someone bumps into your shoulder. Okay, that's my current crew. You look down. Ouch, that hurt. It's a scruffy young woman who begins to collect spanners and metallic objects of all sorts she had on her as she tries to steady herself. You should be more careful. We're speaking with the captain of the Republic. Don't worry. Are you hurt? Or sorry, I wasn't looking where I was going. No, it was my fault entirely. Oh, excuse me, Captain. I'm so sorry. My name is Susan. I'm the head of the Pulsar Ship Repair Workshop. What can I do for you? Actually, we're just looking for a repair shop for our ship. You walk together to the docking bay where your ship is located. Susan rubs her eyes incredulously. No way, a KP-564SC warship. Oh yeah. The real deal. It's completely totaled. How'd you manage to... She sighs deeply. Alright, we can do it, but it won't be cheap or easy. The repair cost highly exceeds your credit account. After negotiating, you agreed to handle a series of tasks for her in return for the payment. In the meantime, they shall give you a completely operational ship. Do you know where I can find the transmission room? Of course, Captain. There's a transmission bay in the next district over. I can show you the way. Large space stations often have a transmission system highly superior to that of normal ships, allowing for cross-sector communications. You walk through the station until reaching the transmission bay where you encounter 2 guards. After identifying yourself, you are allowed to pass and spot the transmission crew busily sending coordinates and data to nearby stations. You are granted a terminal in order to send a situation report to the Republic. Perform the transmission. Captain Scott here. We're transmitting from the Anteros port station in Sector Thama 6. Admiral Xiao. Captain Scott, we were expecting arrival 2 Earth days ago. Yes, sir, we ran into problems following the trail of a slaver network in the Lithoba 1 sector, infiltrated their base, and we secured vital intelligence that you asked us for, but our scientists are still unable to decipher it. During our retreat, we were ambushed by an assault fleet. We thought we had left them behind when we arrived at the sector, but we were intercepted. Finally managed to finish off the enemy ships, but 2 of my crew members have lost their lives, and the Genesis was practically destroyed. I'm sorry to hear that, Captain. We will give them the sending off they deserved. What is the current status of your ship? Damaged. Currently, it is inoperative. As soon as it's repaired, we'll return to headquarters for the Stellar Summit. As one of the most experienced captains of the Republic, your presence is requested as head escort and reception of our guests. Every governing body of the universe shall be present and will set aside their differences in order of a new era of peace and prosperity. We'll be there. Into the commercial zone, then. Commercial areas are almost always the best place to stock up on provisions. In them, you'll be able to find bounty contracts, supply shops, hire crew members. Your stash will let you store salvage pods that you can use on new runs. So we accept the contract, the Anteros Freighter. But first, store stuff. Light Guided Missile Launcher Mark II. Superior quality, normal ammunition. Radar Mark II, superior quality, accuracy plus 54. And this is the stuff that I've got, which is just like some people gear, some bulletproof vests, a sniper rifle, a grenade launcher, an SMC vest, Light Guided Missile Launcher Mark III, and an Ion Reactor Mark I. And okay. Our ship is fully repaired, but I think because we're on like a borrowed ship, right? Systems Light Plasma Cannon Mark I, Light Cannon of the Republic Mark I, and Light Plasma Cannon Mark I. What about Missile Launcher? Nuclear Missile Launcher Mark I. Oh, okay. So that'd be what number 2 is, Nuclear Missile. Nuclear warhead is launched capable of destroying ships in a single impact. Oh, Jesus. Or burst fire, short time the weapons. For a short time, the weapons fire at high speed without consuming energy. Ooh. 3 generates an energy field that makes it harder for enemies to see you. 4 is an EMP pulse. Projects an energy field that temporarily incapacitates enemy ships. Or a mine launcher for 5. Projects a minefield that explodes on contact. That's a mine launcher. So if I wanted to put this on, you can spend stuff to upgrade it, it looks like. And that's what the upgrade would do. Okay. So let's see here, range 826, kind of a short range thing. Full damage 11 per second, 500 per second, but a 45-second cooldown. And this is just a weapon that I could put on. So can I like, yeah, you can just straight up swap it. Okay. So that does more shield damage because it's an energy ammo. Normal ammo is more for hull damage. Okay. So the light guided missile launcher, I'm not sure if it's actually good. I feel like maybe not. Can I also put a weapon? No. We have certain slots. Okay. Okay, and crew members. Sure. Okay, just kind of looking around. Let's we'll think about that maybe. And different reactor. Just 13 more engine power. Is 13 a lot? I feel like probably not. We'll just leave it. We'll ignore it. Departments. Engineering workshop. I can build that, or a scrapping workshop, or a sick bay. Currently no investigation underway. Okay, so we also have a research lab over here, so we can research using ion reactor. Additional small reactor located on the outside of the ship's hull added to the reactors of our ship increases the power of the propellers and offers a greater speed in combat, making our ship more difficult to hit. Sure. In engineering, let's research I don't know. Light plasma cannon. Oh, that's just build. Ah, okay. And scrapping, I can scrap stuff. Like the light-guided missile launcher, I can scrap it for some stuff. Okay, I see. And sick bay to heal up people. Okay. Got it. Got it. Crew members, yo. Sure. All sorts of stuff there. I can upgrade them and they get certain things for events, tasks. Okay, cool. So the Anteros freighter. Super distracted. Sorry for that. In order to repair the ship, we'll need an ion reactor. This wouldn't usually be a problem if we had the needed materials, but this isn't the case. We haven't had any news from the space freighter E-32 Pulsar repair ship in 2 Earth days. Her crew isn't answering any hails, and their last coordinates show it nearing an asteroid field known as Anteros Cemetery. We need you to find them. Investigate the area and recover the cargo. Sure. Abandon the station. Abandoned. Okay. So this is our new ship.
Everyone to their posts, we must find that missing freighter.
Captain, do you think it could have been an attack?
It's strange. If it had been an attack, the security systems would have asked for a security detail from the station, and they would have come to its aid.
Yeah.
They could have used a signal inhibitor to cut communications.
The asteroid cluster where the ship was seen doesn't correspond to any commercial route. Decree M22, under Republic law, restricts commercial routes in order to guarantee the safety of its freighters. This behavior would be a direct violation of Organic Space Law 412, Section 2/08.
Can't quite tell if giving engines more power here actually does anything. I don't think it does. So like, I may as well just go for like a bit of shield and weapon just in case.
We've arrived at the freighter's last known coordinates, Captain.
There doesn't appear to be anything here. Mai, can you scan the area?
I detect irregular radiation readings coming from the middle of the cluster.
Let's take a look.
Okay, we'll focus engine and shield for a moment, because we don't know what shut this down.
Captain, we found the source of the radiation. We should proceed to scan.
Affirmative. Mai, prepare the analysis module.
Preparing the scan system.
The scanning system lets you scan enemy ships and objects. It lets you gather information in battle, such as the enemy's level, their weak points, or additional event-related information. Aim and keep the right mouse button held to scan the radiation's origin.
Scan complete, Captain. It's a fragment of the freighter's calibration reticle. I am 98% positive that the damage and radiation emissions confirm a plasma cannon attack.
This looks like the result of an attack. Mai, can you follow the radiation signature?
Comparing samples. Similar readings found in nearby coordinates. Establishing route.
Okay, that's nothing that we want to pick up though, huh? Alright. Goodbye, thing. So following the signal. I think some of these little asteroids might have something to them.
Captain, we're being hailed. Shall we accept the call?
Sure.
Ex-Pleo, commander of the Starship Insurrection of the pirate fleet here. I order your immediate retreat. This frigate is now under our control. Surrender, or we'll open fire.
This is the captain of the warship Genesis of the Interstellar Republic. I demand you halt your activities immediately.
Captain Scott? Of the warship Genesis? In that hunk of junk?
You asked for it. Crew, to arms!
Okay. Oh my god. He's number 1, so we can just like blast him, throw out a number 2, nuke him. That nukes. I don't know where that's going. Looks like they're trying to shoot it before it does something. Oh my god, okay. Big boom. But I like can't really aim the nuke though, it seems. Trying to see this dude's shields, but it's really difficult. Really difficult knowing like what those numbers actually say. Got him though. Cooling. Let's blast. Engine and shield. Try to get around him a bit more. And then weapon shield. Shoot another nuke. Number 1 since we're full up. Okay, I was a little too late with number 1. We're on cooldown. Okay, that was strange. Like I tried to use number 1 just before we overheated, but I think I mistimed it, and the overheating didn't start again until until the ability was over. Shit. Try to distance myself a bit. I'm assuming their lasers are somewhat powerful. And let's also switch around to this side so they focus on my right shields instead. Number 2 again. I think it follows my cursor number, though, the nuke. I sort of thought it would just like automatically do it because it's a guided missile type deal, maybe, but. So that explains why that first one just kind of flew off. Okay, cool.
Captain, the ship's remains correspond to the freighter we've been searching for.
We have to look for survivors and confirm the shipment was in fact stolen.
Preparing to board.
Alright, everything into shields so we recharge quickly while I loot. If I can find the loot. Got near it and then this popped up. You enter what's left of the freighter as the bay doors close behind you. Within it, you find the remains of what used to be an enormous commercial freighter. You can see all sorts of supplies and objects on the floor accompanied by what were once their crew. After some time searching the corridors, you come to a passageway with 2 possible paths. Go right or go left. Let's go left. Your crew and you advance through the corridor you've chosen. The further in the ship you go, the more you get a feeling that you're not alone. After a while, you reach another crossway. Go left again. You reach a small chamber where the path splits off into 2 directions again. One of the specialists say, "Captain, I think we've been here already." You look a bit closer, and you're almost sure that you're back to the first turn you made. Let's go left again. And then left again. Yeah, okay, fine. So let's go left then, right? We've been there before. Okay, so let's just go right then. Another crossway, so right again. After walking in circles, you arrive at a hallway and a bay door that opens in front of you. Through the door frame and still within the darkness, you are able to make out a faint light. Let's enter. As soon as you enter, the bay doors close and the lights turn on. At the end of the room, you see the raw protonite shipment stacked in rows that emit light rays of light. A robotic voice surprises you. It seems to be the ship's whatever it was system. Intruders detected in the loading bay. Activating security protocol. Opening evacuation bay doors. Uh-oh. We're crew of the Genesis of the Republic. The AI waits a few seconds and begins to speak again. Opening suspended. Validating credentials. Error, they are intruders. Somebody's got a lot of charisma apparently, so we're able to do charisma 7+. I demand to speak with the captain immediately. Oh, I have to roll 7 or more. Oh god. Alright, what is... Oh boy. So, fat fucking chance, huh? I got a son. What's that mean? Okay, cool. I guess that means we did it. Charisma level allows you to succeed. Captain, intruders into the docking bay wish to speak with you. After a few minutes in silence, the system speaks once again. I'm afraid the captain has been indisposed. Temporal register error E2J seconds. Since the plasma ray impacted against the command bridge, he is assuredly in the restroom. Establishing analysis. Probability of intruders not being identified as intruders 100%. The bay doors begin to open, and the crew and yourself hold on to what you can. The force of the vacuum pulls you forcefully toward them. If you open the bay doors, the shipment will be lost. Negative, the shipment has been anchored here to ensure its security. You can see the chests have mechanical anchors latched to the floor, although some are completely damaged. Okay, then we are intruders. 0% probability that the intruders are identified as intruders. Establishing analysis error. The AI begins to calculate probabilities while it seems confused. Only someone who isn't an intruder would claim they are. If the intruder claims it is an intruder, probability protocol incompatible. As it exclaims different errors, you hear the voice shut down due to a logic error. The bay doors close. You're now out of danger. Nice, we confused it. Mission accomplished. Load up these crates onto our ship. You load up the chest of protonite on the ship and you look for a registry of what could have happened. The engineers search through the few working terminals left, but all data appears to be corrupt. You make a security copy to be able to study it later. Winnings, raw protonite. Yay.
Let's go back to the station to inform Susan.
What kind of pirates assault a protonite freighter just to abandon it?
X-Player's weapons do not correspond to the radiation we've been following.
Captain, the coded data seems to follow the same pattern obtained in the slaver's base. Our team can't undertake an investigation. We haven't found enough matches.
See, like, meteors like this, it's got a blue shine to it. Nuke it! Go, Nuke, go! Man, this thing's actually pretty far away. It's almost there. Boo! Anything? No, I don't think so. Huh. There's probably like a mining laser or something I can get at some point. Alright, let's move on. I just wanted to check. Once you get used to the camera controls, the 360 view is definitely really good for combat. In combat itself... Why did we stop? I'm not sure. Combat itself is, it's a bit difficult. It takes some getting used to, but it's cool though. I like it a lot. It's a little bit intense.
Permission to dock.
Station control
Landing in
tower.
dock 6 this
Dock
time,
at the
alright.
assigned bay. Over.
Receiving coordinates. Establishing communication. Docking protocol prepared.
Coming in this from like the completely wrong way. Yay! Much smoother this time, now that I know where I'm actually supposed to be going. It's a pretty large light thing that you can park into. So to the docks to meet up with Susan White, but let's go to the commercial zone first real quick. Because I didn't really catch what all it looks like we got maybe an SMC vest and another machine gun, another bulletproof vest, but nothing like too wild and crazy. Okay, and 583 credits to repair it. I've got over 4,000. Oh, and I can collect prisoners. Oh, cool. Okay, so we'll probably come back to repair, but let's turn this in first. After arriving at the station, you go to the docking port where your ship is located. In it, you spot Susan, who rushes out to meet you. You've returned. Have you found anything? Susan looks at you expectantly, waiting for an answer. They all sort of say the same thing. We found the freighter. There weren't any survivors. She looks shocked by the news. After a few seconds, she recovers and begins to speak. That can't be. I knew the pilot ever since we were kids. Were you able to recover the cargo? Yes. Well, at least there's some good news. Our crew is currently heavily invested in the repair work. Since you need the ship as soon as possible, maybe your engineers could help us. Could you process the protonite slabs and fabricate a new ion reactor? Yeah, absolutely. Sure. I know how to do that. You've obtained your first blueprint, and with it, the specified amount of materials you need to create the object within the department section of your inventory. In this section, you will find 3 different areas of your ship that crew members can work on: engineering, salvage, and sickbay. Sort of discovered those on my own. Investigation Center allows you to study different objects to progress in events, obtain cures to different viruses, and obtain blueprints that let you procure better weapons than those of standard quality. Okay, so I brings us directly to this screen. Go into Departments, Engineering Workshop. We're making the ion reactor. And that requires 500 protonite. Okay, cool. Build it. And research, I guess we finished up research. Okay, cool. We have 2 of them now. Susan examines the ion reactor closely. An excellent job. With this, we'll have everything we need to finish the repairs. I have another favor to ask of you in the meantime while we finish things up. Speak with me when you're ready to go. And I assume some things to craft will take like a decent while to do, so it's just like start making this and then we head off and do some other mission or a contract or something, and maybe it's finished up by the time we come back. Accept the contract at the inspection. We've stopped receiving protonite shipments after the attack on the freighter. We can't guarantee the commercial route security in the mining stations in the sector. Inspector Howard Huggins must fill out his forms immediately, transport him, and evaluate the station's status. Yeah, sure. Sort of an escort. Why not? And I'll go for the repairs. And I think possibly nothing else. Like, we have a spare ion reactor that I could like maybe throw on. I guess for now we stash it because we've got enough stash space for all this stuff. Oh, and I guess we can process the prototype, right? Scrap? Yeah. 5,000. Damn, that was a whole lot. Okay. And nothing for the sick bay, nothing else to scrap. An engineering workshop. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I could see about going with like, okay, so the laser's actually really long range, not short range. We could go for just like a sit back and snipe type thing. Just like load up cannons of the Republic onto stuff. But that requires also a little bit of synthetic minusite. But yeah, really good range. So this kind of gives you a general idea of what it is. Like, it's pretty weak against shield. It's okay against hull. Not the most accurate in the world, but the range is pretty phenomenal. Or we got like the shotgun, which is much shorter range. The hull damage is kind of comparable. Same with the shield damage. The accuracy is terrible. But it's also a lot cheaper to make. And then there is also like ways to upgrade stuff. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we can upgrade this, and that will give us plus 70 range, plus 6.67 per second hull damage, plus 2.2 shield damage, and bonus accuracy. So sure, let's go for that. So it's Mark 2 now, and then we can make it Mark 3. Or upgrade it to Mark 2? Yeah, and now it's Mark 3, okay. And then for a bunch, we can upgrade it to Mark 4. But let's hold on. May as well upgrade these a bit too. These are also quite expensive to upgrade, but alright. The mines, I never actually launched the mines before. The nuclear missile launcher, I'm quite a fan of this thing. This is pretty cool. The upgrade, though, requires hardened urovite. But it'll be increasing the range, increasing the hull damage even more. Decreasing the speed, though. And also reduces the cooldown. So it's a little slower. And then the next upgrade will actually increase the speed. And decrease the cooldown further, and increase the range. Right, alright. Well, neat though, I like it. Man, this is pretty interesting actually. I wasn't sure what to expect, but I could dig it. I could dig it a lot.